Hey boys and girls, if you need some extra help on the Escape to School end of the year activity, I'm going to guide you through each of the clues so that you can get this project done. All right, for your instructions, you have to keep referring back to this first page for each of the clues. For the very first clue, I'm going to read it. It says it's time to help the art teacher clean up her materials. She displayed the word puzzles on the wall, and before she can remove the puzzles from the wall, you must solve for the hidden meaning inside each puzzle. Write the phrase that each picture represents on the recording sheet. All right, so I'm going to look at each of these puzzles she has, and for this first one, I see the word is deal, but it's written very large. So I know that this could possibly mean big deal. So I would type in here, big deal. All you got to do is click on that line. A box will appear. You do not need to make a new text box, and just type in the word big deal. All right, I'm going to look at the second card, and I see we have pig, 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 and it's all written very small. So I bet that this is a puzzle that means the three little pigs. So I would write on card 2, the three little pigs. I'm going to do the same thing for each of these pictures. Now, some of them just mean exactly what they are showing you. For example, here I have stood and miss. I can see that the word miss is underneath of stood. So I can guess that this is a funny way to write miss under stood, because miss is underneath the word stood. So it means misunderstood. So several of them, like the stand and me, the man over the word board, and fish, written big inside of the little P-O-N-D. All right, and you might not be familiar with this one. This is a saying called a big fish in a small pond. Okay, let's take a look at clue 2 that you're going to be doing. Clue 2, the directions say you're going to help your PE coach fill out the certificates for field day. You need to complete the logic puzzle to open the next lock. All right, so the key here to solving this logic puzzle to help the coach fill out these certificates is to look at this chart up here and use it to organize these 6 little pieces of information that you are given here. For example, number 1 says Miss Broom's team didn't finish first or last. So I'm going to look up here and I'm going to see, well, here's Miss Broom. There's tug of war, 50-yard dash, softball throw, sack race. Oh, here's the places. Miss Broom did not come in first and she didn't come in last. So I can X those out. All right. Number 2 says the class that was in the sack race came in first. I know that Miss Broom did not come in first. So Miss Broom did not do the sack race. So I put an X right in that spot right there. I've eliminated those for Miss Broom. Miss Broom didn't do the sack race. She didn't come in first and she didn't come in fourth. So then I'm going to go through each of these statements and I'm going to eliminate what I can. And then once I've eliminated everything I can, I'm going to use that last little bit of information down here to figure out who came in second and who came in third. All right, let's look at clue number 3. Okay, clue number 3 says that you will use some of your favorite library books to complete the next challenge. You receive library cards for overdue books, and to return the books, you must read the quote on the library card and determine which book it came from. Okay, boys and girls, if we were doing this at school, we would have a stack of books that these quotes came out of for you to look at. But since we are not at school, we're going to have to use a list of these books. Okay, now here's a list of the library books that are being used. And I can see that the title is here, and then here are the sayings or the quotes that came out of each book. All right, so I need to look back at this library card that's missing, and I can see the saying is pucker up butter boy. So I'm going to go back to my list and say, oh well, lo and behold, the very first one has the quote, pucker up butter boy. And that came from the book, The Land of Stones. So what I need to do is go in here, click the box next to title. I don't need to make a text box. I just need to click it. The blue box appears, and I'm going to type in the land of whatever that was. All right, if you want to look up the author and look it up online because it's not on that list, you can and add it, but you don't have to. And you're going to do that for these 4 library cards. Fill those in, and then this one you need to fill in. The other ones have already been returned. You don't have to worry about them. You can type those titles in right here, or you can leave that blank. Okay, on clue 4, this is a puzzle where you are cleaning out your desk, and to do this, you're going to reconstruct all the squares so that the images all match on the inside. Now, I was trying to give you a little help here. I see that one of these say bottom, so I know that's going to be the very last one. And then this one up here had the word top on it, so I know that went first. So those 2 would slide in there. Now, I need to put all the other squares in here so that all these interior pictures match up. And here is the helpful hint I'm going to give you too. This one is the very most center one. So now to put in the others, I need to make sure that they match up with these pictures as I put them in. For example, the one that I bring in here has to have glue right there on this side and paper right there. One like this would work. I'm not sure if that's the one, but that one does match. And then you're going to fill in all the others so that it all matches up on the interior sides of the puzzle. Okay, now the clue for puzzle key, if we were in class, we would make this little wheel and determine the clue puzzle. You don't have to do that. So your basic thing is to finish this, fill in the library cards, figure out the places and events for these classes, and finish up these sayings. All right, I hope that was helpful.